What's up, guys? We are here talking about the NFL draft. I think y'all can hear me, right? Okay. So, in my opinion, I feel like the draft was really good for some teams. Some teams I feel like really oversold, and then there's that whole a lot of drama. Um, the drama I think everybody will. It's like the elephant in the room. Shador Sanders. A lot of people are saying he was underrated. He's actually very overrated. All the QBs that were taken in front of him were way better than him, and I think a lot of people are just throwing this out of not really context, but a lot of out of proportion. So I just want to go through the draft and just give out my opinion. Because I feel like my opinion can really help you understand. So today it's just going to be draft one and then who I think got the better, like the best, who did like the best. Um, I wish you can. Okay, you can do teams. All right, bet.
There's no such thing as.
All right, never mind. I don't want to do teams. Okay, so very first pick, Cam Ward. Perfect. I think a lot of people are saying Shador should have been the first QB off board. I just don't believe that. I think Shador is a decent player, but whenever you're talking about really good raw talent, you need to talk about Cam Ward. Cam Ward, he was on Miami, didn't do anything, and he was a Heisman finalist. Where look, you had a top two wide receiver at Colorado for Shador. I think, and that's gonna be a lot of news hasn't came out. I'm actually recording this after the draft, like on Saturday. I think everybody did well here. I think Jacksonville. I feel like Jacksonville. They did trade with the Browns. I think that was a really great trade for both of them. But whenever you're thinking about, I think they should try to trade with the Giants because the Giants, in my opinion, are a powerhouse on their front seven. You have Thibodeau, you have Lawrence, and now you have Carter. And really, that's a really good front three. I feel like their defense is going to be really good. Penn State, last guy that was at Penn State, Micah Parsons, one of the best ever defensive end out of Penn State. But who knows? Will Campbell, Patriots really needed a tackle, and I think that really helped. But obviously, that I think there's a lot more problems with that. Um, and then New England Patriots, Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns, like I said, I don't think they should have traded this pick. I think Jacksonville should have tried traded with the Giants. And Cleveland should have tried got Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, but because the Giants, if there was a lot of rumors that they were going to draft Travis Hunter because the Browns really needed a QB. They really needed a defensive line because the whole Myles Garrett situation, but obviously they didn't. Running back, Jalen Lee, I'm so happy he went to the Raiders. I think how this team is formed, Pete Carroll really likes their running backs. Um, Ahmed, offensive tackle. Jets really needed it. Aaron Rodgers had really big problems coming in. And then the Panthers, McMillan, really good wide receiver to pair with their other wide receiver, Banks, really good offensive tackle, Loveland. I don't get why you tight ends. I guess I know they're becoming more a position that you do need, but how the Bears always play, they need more of a blocking tight end. I haven't looked at Loveland, but I think they should have picked somebody else. But to me, that was a pretty good pick. Williams, edge, going with Nick Bosa, all the defensive tackle. They did lose a lot of defensive guys. Um, and you have Tyler Broker, guard. We just lost Zach Martin, so that's gonna be a really big help. Grant, very good D tackle. Dolphins, I feel like they should have chose a corner to replace Jalen Ramsey, but Tyler Warren, same thing with Loveland. Walker, really great edge. I think between him and Abdul is going to be a really, really great comparison. See how those two people do. Defense tackle. A lot of defense, like front seven guys got picked. Stewart, great. I some people saw him going into round two. Whatever this guy's name is, really good. I kind of honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I saw this dude kind of going into a higher, probably top 10. I thought I thought really Dallas was going to choose Baca, but obviously I'm happy that they choose a guard. Um, Broncos, they really needed a corner. Steelers, I feel like they're trying to replace Hayward. Um, but I don't know. Hampton, running back, Chargers. Yeah, because they are been having problems. Golden, Green Bay. This is one of the worst picks I think in the first round in my opinion because you have you have Watson, Reed, and some other guy. I can't remember his name right now. You have really like bottom two wide receivers. Whenever you're talking about wide receiver one, they're really supposed to be wide receiver two. Um, and adding Golden, hopefully he can be the wide receiver one, but I don't really bet on it. Jackson, really good. Dart, really good. Coming out of Mississippi, a very good. Um, and then Pierce coming in, Starks coming in, Tyreek Williams coming in. Yeah, these were really really great picks. Detroit, their D tackle sucked. Their defensive line sucked. Starks, Ravens, they did. They have Hamlin. Why did they? Honestly, this was a question mark. Offensive tackle, Commanders. I can't see that cornerback. I would have chose a wide receiver. I think at this time there was some wide receivers coming in. Um, who were round two wide receivers? You had Higgins. You had Burden. But I know this is where everybody's gonna want to talk. Um, what happened to? I know a lot of people are going to be questioning this a lot. Was it Shador? What happened to Shador Sanders? So here's what a person that said there was a GM, one of my people, said that most GMs didn't like his attitude. And then his father disrespected the league, so he was kind of bailed. And they just didn't want to deal with it. So that's what I have heard from my sources. Is that why Shador fell so late? Um, and Browns, I feel like Browns are just going to take a gamble on him. But I hope that gamble works out for them. But they also did choose Dylan Gabriel, so that is going to be the big question. So I want to say thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Peace out, guys.